Hello everybody, good morning. It is Monday morning. I'm coming to you straight out of the shower as you can probably tell. So Monday morning at basically 10:30 in the morning. I do have work tonight, which is a little bit annoying, but you know, we need money to be able to pay for books. So yes. I'm starting off this week with having finished 3 books already off my TBR, so that is really good. I'm going to make an effort to actually try and finish off some of the bigger books that I have on the TBR for the month. That is going to include The Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. She's a big chunker. I think she's about 600, almost 700 pages. It's big. So this one is about our main character, Diana Bishop. She is a witch of the Bishop line, and I think she's like the last one. She is a archivist slash historian who is working at Oxford. Not really working at Oxford, she's studying, researching at Oxford, and she comes across this manuscript that has supposedly been lost for years and years and years and years, and apparently holds the key to sort of how, why, and who, and when the demons and the vampires and the witches and everyone else involved sort of became, I guess you could say. So she somehow manages to find it, and that sort of sparks a whole crazy thing where everybody wants to talk to her and like wants her because they think she has the manuscript. Enter in our second main character, who is Matthew Claremont. He is a vampire, and he's also like a psychologist or a neurological scientist or something or other. Everybody in this book is like crazy smart. Kind of makes me feel a little bit dumb, not gonna lie. And obviously witches and vampires are not supposed to get along, but they do anyway, and they fall in love, and it's a forbidden romance and blah 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 blah. So that's what I'm reading at the moment. I've not gotten very far through it at all. It's quite a dense read. So I am only 75 pages into it. I haven't picked it up in the last couple of days. So I'm going to try and at least make it through halfway of this book this week. And then the next one that I have is also another chunky one, but it's a reread, so hopefully it doesn't take me as long. Aerofire by Sarah J. Maas. I am rereading the series so I can officially finish the series. I have not read Tower of Dawn or Kingdom of Ash, so I am rereading it because it's been well over 5 years since I have read these books. The next book that I'm also going to be picking up in the middle of those two because I need a bit of a break from heavy science, Oxford based and fantasy based to this one. This is Girl, Serpent and Thorn by Melissa Barcia Doust. I think it's how you pronounce it. I'm really sorry if it's not. This is a sort of retelling, I think. I'm not entirely too sure what the retelling is of. But in this we have our main character who is the princess, Soraya. Not entirely too sure how to pronounce it, but she has a very poisonous touch, and so she is cursed to kill anyone she touches, and she's spent her whole entire life hidden away from everybody except for her family, and she's only safe in her gardens until one day her brother's soldiers capture a demon, a creature who holds the key to her release. So yes, this sounds really interesting, and I'm really looking forward to reading this as well. Alright, so that's my update for now. I am about to go and get ready so I can film. I have a very big wrap-up I need to film because I didn't really like how my July wrap-up, no, not July, my August, no, yeah, it was July. My July wrap-up that I filmed, I didn't like how it turned out, and it took too long for me to edit it, so I haven't uploaded it yet, and it's September, so I don't think it would work very well. So I'm going to do a July and August wrap-up, which means that there's going to be lots of books, so it's going to take me a while. But nonetheless, welcome to the vlog. Hello everyone, it is Tuesday. Oh my god. It's Tuesday morning, afternoon. It's almost 12:30. and I have made decent progress through Aerofire. I am about basically 120 pages through. I am going to do nothing but read this book all day so I can get at least one thick book off the TBR. I do want to try and at least finish 3 books this week like I did last week. I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm going to attempt. That's pretty much all I have to say. Can't talk too much about this book because it's the 3rd book in a series, if you don't count the novellas. It is very, very, very windy outside, so it's nice and cool, but very windy. So if you can hear that in the background, I do apologize. But basically, I'm going to be sitting on the couch the whole day reading this book. I'm going to have some ambience going on in the background. This should only take me about 4 to 5 hours to finish if I'm, you know, going by at least, you know, 100 pages an hour, which I think we should be able to do because it's a YA, it's a favorite, it's a reread, all that jazz. So let's just get to it. I'm very washed out, but that's fine. Yeah, let's go. I have not moved from this couch for the last like 3 hours, I want to say, almost 3 hours. I've just been reading all day. I have gotten to roughly 240, so I'm almost halfway through. Loving every bit of it. I just remember how much I love Manon and her character. She's definitely one of my like top 3 favorites. And also, I don't know why, but I keep picturing Aedion? Either way, I keep picturing him as Henry Cavill. I don't know why. Like Witcher style. I don't know just what my brain's doing. But yeah, I have taken breaks in between. I'm just taking a break at the moment, watching some of Jodie from Vanilla Moon. I'm rewatching some of her old vlogs. Not rewatching, I'm catching up basically. And I've made myself a coffee. And yeah, I've also just found out that I have to go into work at 8 AM. So it's going to be a very long day for me tomorrow. Probably won't get a lot of reading done, but we shall see. I do have Thursday and Friday off, which will be good. So I may try to do a 24-hour readathon. I don't know yet. I'm enjoying this reread. I'm finding out like so many little tidbits of information that are like stuff like the next couple of books, and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, I forgot about that. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. I love it so much. Alright, I'll talk to you guys when I have more of an update. I think I may possibly wait. I might try to reach the halfway point of this and then put it down to pick up Girl, Serpent and Thorn just to give myself a little bit of a break. But it's about the halfway point where things start to pick up, so I don't know if I will end up doing that or not. But nonetheless, I'm still really enjoying it, so yeah, I'll talk to you guys later on. Good morning, afternoon. No, it's still morning. Morning, everyone. It is Thursday, and yesterday I did not manage to film anything at all because I was at work from 8 AM until 5:30, so it was a very big day and I was very tired, and I also had a dinner party that I had to go to the same night, so I was very tired. And yeah, but today I have read a little bit. I was reading it on my phone because I wanted to be in the dark. As weird as that sounds, but I think if I grab out my phone, I was reading it on Scribd. Chapter 45, that's what chapter I'm up to. So I think I have like maybe 150 pages left of Aerofire, which is good, so I'll finish that today, but I am clothed on my day off because, not that I'm not normally clothed, I am wearing clothes that aren't pajamas, because I am about to go and head to the bookstore because I realized that Empire of the Vampire is finally released, which is J. Kristoff's new book. I'm super excited for it, so I'm going to be swapping out my mood read for that one instead of reading Discovery of Witches. So I'm super excited. I know it's a big chunky book, but I am so hyped for it. I really want something dark and moody and bloodthirsty, and yeah, because the weather is just absolutely terrible. It has been windy and rainy for the last like 3 days now, so I am just in the autumnal mood. And yeah, so I may also pick up some other books. I don't know, probably shouldn't, but I don't care. And yeah, so I will talk to you guys when I come back. Alright, so I am back from shopping and I got 2 books which I am super happy about. So the first one is obviously the one that I went there for, Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff. This is going to be filled with bloody, gory goodness, and I cannot wait to dive in. I am thinking that I am actually going to swap out my 5-star prediction prompt for, what is it? The Magical Readathon. God, my brain is so dead today. And pop this one in there because this is also another one of my 5-star predictions. And what's the pictures inside? No! I have a signed copy? I don't remember. This looks like an actual legit. Anyway, it has also got a map on the inside, so that also covers one of the prompts as well for the Magical Readathon. So I'm gonna swap this one in instead of reading The Lovely War. Oh my god. It is actually like an actual signed book. It's not like just like the signature printed. It's actually signed. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, this is so cool. This is my first ever signed book. I'm having a moment. Leave me have my moment. The next book that I also got is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm really sorry if it's not. I've heard incredible, and I mean incredible, things about this book. And so I wanted to pick it up. I didn't really like the cover of the other ones. So I'm really glad that I've managed to find this one. This book is really hard to find online for some reason, and I've really never seen it in store, so when I saw it today I was like, I'm gonna just grab it, I don't care. And then I also managed to pick up some, I had to go into Daiso to get them because for some reason Kmart didn't have any of the ones that I use, which was really annoying because I like the little flaggy bit on them, like the little pointy bit. But I got some sticky tabs because obviously I'm going to need a lot to be able to tab everything. So I got some of those, and then while I was in Daiso I picked up another set of chopsticks because I had to throw mine out like 2 years ago, so I got that. And then I also got a new keychain, which is this cute, adorable little bear. So yeah, that's my shopping. I'm now going to go and finish Aerofire and then basically start Empire of the Vampire because I cannot wait to read that. I'm so super excited. Good morning. I swear whenever you guys see me, I'm like half asleep and totally attractive. So it is Friday. Last night I managed to finish Aerofire. It was amazing. I have not changed that on Goodreads yet, which I need to. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. This time I recognized a lot of the just like grief and overcoming grief and self-worth and self-acceptance and stuff like that. I really enjoy that aspect, and I'm realizing that like Sarah J Maas has a lot of she talks about mental health in a way that I can relate to. Not that I've had, you know, bad things happen to me like her characters, but I can relate to the words that she has written. So I'm really enjoying that. And I have done a little bit of reshuffling for my TBR for the month, just because I really want to read other books and I feel like they take more precedence. That's even the right word, I don't even know anymore. So like I said yesterday, I am going to be using Empire of the Vampire for my D20 roll for mood read instead of Discovery of Witches. And I've also decided to use Empire of the Vampire for my Bookopoly roll that was most recent purchase. So instead of reading Girl, Serpent, and Thorn, I am picking up Empire of the Vampire. I've also swapped out Six of Crows for my second reread for Queen of Shadows because I am back into this world now and I want to continue reading on and finishing Throne of Glass series sometime soon. I also said that I was using Empire of the Vampire for my Magical Readathon prompt, which was a 5-star prediction. I originally had Lovely War there. And I also realized that, I don't know if I said it or not yesterday, but I think I might have said that I could use Empire of the Vampire for another one of the Magical Readathon prompts, but I realized you can't double up on the prompts. So instead, I've decided to put down Aerofire as the prompt for read a book with a map for Magical Readathon. So I still have quite a lot of books left to read. I have started listening to The Assassin's Apprentice on Scribd via audiobook, and it seems to be going well. I'm definitely interested. The beginning was quite interesting. It sounded like the main character was telling us the story of like his life, I guess, from like the future, and then it sort of changed a little bit, so it was more present tense. So I'm interested to see where that goes. If you don't know what Assassin's Apprentice is about, we have our main character Fitz Chivalry, who is the bastard son of the prince. He has been living with his grandfather for about 6 or 7 years growing up, and then his grandfather decides that he no longer wants to care for him and dumps him on the steps of the palace and says, "You guys take care of him, I'm done." And when the prince hears about this, he decides to abdicate the throne out of shame for, what do you call it? Bearing a bastard? I don't know if that's the right word. And, yeah. The prince. Fitz is then left, I think, with his uncle or his grandfather on his father's side. And is just sent to live in the castle and work as a sort of, you know, farmhand, I guess, until he reaches a certain age when the grandfather realizes that Fitz is in a precarious position where he is of royal blood, but he is not important enough that if people notice him, he's not going to gain that much attention, which makes him the perfect person to become an assassin. Because he can have, you know, access into the fancy parties because he is royal, but he's just going to be an afterthought. So, yeah, I haven't even finished the first chapter. I have a feeling that these chapters are very, very long. So, yeah, nonetheless, I've just finished editing my July and August wrap-up that I am in the middle of exporting. I am now going to, I don't know, I'm going to start a book. I don't know whether it'll be Queen of Shadows or Empire of the Vampire. It'll be one of the two. But, yeah, that's my update for you guys. I have not spoken to you for like 4 days, 3 days, something along those lines. And that's because I have just been at work, stuck doing like full day shifts, which is great, but very, very tiring and exhausting. So it's Monday and I'm here to end the vlog before I start another one. Obviously this week I have not read very many books. I believe I have finished Aerofire, and that was basically the only book that I have finished this week. Yes, Louis. I also did a little bit of rearranging for the TBR for the month because I picked up Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff. This is his brand new epic fantasy that is about vampires. I am 170 pages in. It is going really well, but I'm finding that it's taking me a while to read a couple of pages, which I don't mind, but it just means that it's going to take me longer than I thought to be able to finish it. I would attempt to try and smash this out in one day, but I don't think it would be possible. But anyway, this is going really, really good. I really enjoy just everything about this, the vibe, the characters that I've met so far. So in this we have our main character, Gabriel DeLion, and he is what you would call a, like, vampire hunter. And in this world, 27 years ago, the sun became covered. I don't know, I'm not entirely too sure if the sun was covered by clouds or some other thing at this point. The sun was covered and thus the world became dark and allowed creatures of the night to be able to walk around like normal. Everyone's just having a say this morning, aren't they? Gabriel DeLion, vampire hunter, and at the beginning of this book, he is stuck in a prison cell tower, and one of the sort of like, not royal vampires, but one of the very high up vampires comes to talk to him and get like his life story and his whole story basically from when he was born to his current situation. And so you're going through the story, having flashbacks to when he was like, you know, 15 years old to current period where he's, I think, 32, something around there. And I really, really like it. It is very easy to differentiate between the two periods. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. The writing is super funny, and I just love J. Kristoff's ability to create swear words and insults. That's literally what half of my yellow tabs are, which is yellow is for funny. Literally, half of my tabs are just funny things that people say. Like, you pig buggering little shit wizard. fantastic writing. Fantastic writing. I have not started Queen of Shadows yet by Sergio Maas, but I actually have made a little bit of progress into Assassin's Apprentice by Hobb, listening to it on audio, and I am up to chapter 6, which I believe is well past 80 pages. I put my bookmark in the other night and I think it was up to like 80 pages or so. That is all the updates I have for you. I am very tired. I need to go and drink some coffee and then I have to go and get ready for work, which is great. Because I really only have, I think, like what, 3 or 4 clips from this week, I'm just going to add them into the week 2 vlog that I still have not edited or uploaded. So it's going to be week 2 and week 3 together. So good morning, everyone. Hello, Prince. It is Wednesday, and reason why I'm updating you on a Wednesday instead of it being a Monday is because Monday I woke up very, very violently ill, so that was amazing. Tuesday I had a very horrible migraine and also went and got my second dose of the vaccine and was just tired for the rest of the day. So it's now Wednesday. I don't really have that many updates for you in regards to reading. I have not read anything more of Empire of the Vampire, J. Kristoff's new book. I am still only 170 pages in, so I'm up to chapter, that's written in Roman numerals, I don't know how to read that. This is written in a very interesting way that I am really, really enjoying. It's reminding me of Empire. It is reminding me of Interview with a Vampire, which I have only seen once, and it was a very, very long time ago. Yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this. It's very bloody and gory, and just the vibes are immaculate. And I was really enjoying reading this when it was rainy and horrible and miserable for a few days. So yes, going to try and continue this, but it is proving to be a very slow read. The writing is really good, but I'm just finding that it's taking me almost an hour or so to read. Excuse you. I think that it's taking me like an hour to read about 40 pages. So very slow read, but really enjoying it thus far. And still continuing on from last week, I am still listening to the audiobook of Assassin's Apprentice by Hobb. I am now well over halfway, I think. So I'm up to chapter 14, which is page 210. Still really enjoying this. It's still very, very slow. I think this is probably going to be around a 3-star read because it's nothing much has really happened. And I'm just kind of confused as to where it's going to go because at this point I really don't know. There is a really interesting magic system in this where we have 2 things. One is called the skill, which is essentially, I don't want to say mind control, but like similar to like telepathy in a way towards humans. And then you have the wit, which is the same thing but for animals. And I think Fitz has the ability of both of these things, which is not normal, I think. Still not entirely too sure about that. But yeah, so far there is trigger warnings in this for animal death. Yeah, just be warned. I mean, there's animal magic in this, there's gonna be an animal death. So yeah. I have like about 8 hours left of the audiobook and I'm listening to it on like 1.8 speed, so I'm probably going to be finishing that within like an hour, within an hour, yeah, sure. Within about 5 hours or so if I continue to listen to it, so that should be good to be able to finish it. I do actually kind of want to pick up Frankenstein, but I just don't know if my brain is at enough capacity to be able to read that, but I haven't read it, so I don't know what the writing is like. But yeah, I'm sort of still dealing with a migraine, but it's going down the longer I go through the day. So yeah, we shall just see how the day goes, and I will keep you updated if I finish anything. Some time. It is now Sunday, and I have not spoken to you all week since I think Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, I can't remember. Not really much has happened. I just had to work 2 full days from 8 till about 4. So I got no work done, and I was also battling a really bad migraine for most of the week. So not really much reading has gotten done, but I actually do have some updates to share with you. Did manage to finish Assassin's Apprentice by Rob and Hobb. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. It was interesting. The audiobook was definitely a better option for me because the formatting of this book I don't particularly like. Not a lot happened in this book, and I am confused as to why people give this 5 stars. Apart from a lot of apart from a lot of animal deaths. That's pretty much all I can say happened. But nonetheless, I am definitely intrigued to see where it's going to continue and how it is going to be going on for the rest of the series, because at the end of this book, I think Fitz is only about 14 years old, so I definitely want to see how he grows and stuff like that. So that's another book that is knocked off my TBR. Have not read anything of Queen of Shadows. I don't believe I've read any more of Empire of the Vampire since I spoke to you last. I'm still only on page 170, so still making my way through that. I did start reading Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I am actually tabbing this because I really just liked the writing of it, and so yeah, I'm not very far through it. I'm only on page 45, so slowly making my way through that. It's interesting, definitely interesting. And I also finally received in the mail after 2.5 weeks A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. So I finally have this. This is for my chance card for Bookoplathon. I will be getting to this next week, technically tomorrow because tomorrow was Monday, but yes. So yes, those are all the updates that I have. Got a haircut, I got fake nails. That's pretty much the updates that I have for you. And that will be the end of this vlog officially. So as I said, putting week 2 and week 3 together, this is the end of week 3. I hope you have enjoyed. I apologize, Prince is falling off the bed. I hope you have enjoyed. I apologize for this video just being a chaotic mess, but hopefully next week will be better. I will try my best to actually film and upload and everything on time. So yes. Alrighty. So I will talk to you guys in another vlog, which technically will be tomorrow, but you won't see it until the week after. Yes. Alright. Goodbye for now.